Hi, I'm Leo Lozinski, and in this video I'll be speaking about the terrain is everything. Now, Louis Pasteur, best known for the process of pasteurization, was also the father of germ theory. And apparently on his deathbed, he said that he admitted the terrain was everything. So what does that mean? The terrain is the environment that we live in, and the environment our body is found in. What we call the inputs, the things that we put into our mouth, the things we put onto our skin, the relationships that we live in, the work that we do, the emotions, the feelings, the thoughts, the trauma that we've experienced, everything that we put in, on and around us, what we call our inputs. That would be the terrain. And it is understood we're dealing with natural health and living an optimal, healthy and well life, that we need to only look at the terrain. First of all, that's the only thing that we actually can primarily control. And second of all, it is actually everything. If you think about it, if you had to have a fish tank or fish bowl and the water became dirty, you wouldn't try and medicate the fish if they were getting sick. You would change the water. That would seem so obvious to do that. When you look at nature, you'll find that you take two products. You take a pasteurized bottle of milk, and you take a raw bottle of milk. The raw has been untouched, it is natural, it has got all the life and goodness in it. Pasteurized is normally processed, and it has many chemicals or hormones and antibiotics in there. And you leave them out of the fridge, and you watch what happens. The one becomes sour, and the one becomes spoilt, rotten. Potentially the same product, same environment, different things growing on it. The one is toxic, promotes toxic growth. The one is natural and healthy, and it promotes natural and healthy growth, which can, in many cultures, eat sour milk. We have yogurt, kefir, those sort of things. So when we look at health in our bodies, we need to primarily look at the terrain and look to shift the inputs that we're putting into our body, because it actually is everything. When we have a healthy body, and we put all the effort into the inputs, people will generally call those people who don't get ill very often, or their children don't get ill very often, or when they do, it's very mild and they ride through it very quickly. They will call them lucky. But as I always say, that those that do the hard work on their health are never surprised by their health, and those that don't do the work on their health and don't look after their health are always shocked by their illnesses. So the terrain is everything, and I will keep saying this because I want you to understand that until you take your inputs seriously, what you're putting into your body, what you're putting into your children's body, what you're putting around them, the environment that they live in, are they living according to the laws of nature? Are they living healthily? Are they living the way humans are supposed to live? Or are they living with artificial light, without fresh air, without sunshine, if it's their children, without places to play and to thrive in nature, and climbing trees and all those sort of things? If you got to decide which terrain, well, you got to see which terrain they're living in, and you will observe as you notice the terrain how different people thrive or struggle in those different terrains. And you'll find that those that live healthier lives with wonderful healthy inputs seem to always do better. So to finish off, as Pasteur said on his deathbed, the father of germ theory, the terrain is everything.